Hello members, welcome to Stocks and Trends. We are excited to present to you the Tantrika Shastra training program. In the current world filled with fresh retailers, greedy operators, media channels, and TV analysts, they all have vested interest. And lastly, the FII, the DII heavyweights, who have huge inflow of mutual fund deposits and they have no clue what to do with that money. We strongly feel that in this world, there is no longer any rationale with respect to any of the company's fundamentals, the valuations, or its growth prospects. The price movement, be it on the upside or downside, are all triggered by some form of fake, hype news, and events. The market forces are all geared for making money by cheating innocent retailers who are always dependent on tips and vulnerable to emotional reactions like the FOMO, the fear of missing out, or the FOLO, the fear of losing out. It's not the fundamentals or the news or the events that drive the market, but rather the emotional reactions to those news or events. This is why we define our approach based on affective neuroscience and name the training as Tantrika Shastra, which is an ancient Sanskrit word that refers to the study of neuroscience. Welcome. In our journey, we are neither going to follow fundamental analysis nor the traditional technical analysis method, which are heavily dependent on various indicators. I mean, the technical indicators. We want our approach to be a true testimony to the adage, Kannal பார்ப்பதும் பொய், காதால் கேட்பதும் பொய், தீர விசாரிப்பதே மெய். That means truth is not what you see nor what you hear, but truth is what you find out after detailed investigation. In the quest of finding the truth, we are going to question every best practice, to challenge everything that we have taught so far, every guidance, every belief that has been passed on to us for decades. Vipassana. Vipassana is one of the India's most ancient meditation techniques. The word Vipassana means seeing things as they really are. We designed our Vipassana session as an eye-opener to understand what really moves the market. When it comes to the world of investments, the first philosophy that we are taught is about risk management and accepting stop loss. But this is one among the many popular beliefs that we disagree, that we debunk. Instead of the philosophy of stop loss, we teach you the science of stopping or avoiding losses. In this 2 to 3 hour journey, the webinar, we will share with you various evidences that we have gathered across so many stocks, the best ones in the market, the worst ones in the market, right? These evidences debunk almost every popular belief, every best practice taught to us in the investing world. Don't just see it to believe it. The evidences are going to be shared at the end of the session to you as a PDF. It will have various links and screenshots of the particular charts, the stocks, for you to do your own research, right? And now our lifelong learning program, the Tantrika Shastra. We will start our training course defining the Prakriti, the world of technical analysis, and the elements that are needed to do those analysis. Everything in existence is the same energy, manifesting in a million different ways. In Shaviskara, we talk about the various manifestations of market forces, the supports and the resistances. In Padadarshaka, we bring out a couple of simple indicators and tools that will help us in our analysis. Remember, these are not the primary tools, but only to be used as a supporting structure. In Paravartya, the word Paravartya is an indication of reversal or transposition. When we assume the price is going to fall further, that's precisely when it is going to reverse. We will discuss the various signs that indicate such a reversal, whether it's reversing from the top or reversing from the bottom. So we don't exit our positions in panic. We don't make any wrong trading entries or exits, assuming that the price is going to follow a certain direction. Next comes the tapasya or penance. Tapasya is a process to develop mental serenity and silence, to strengthen willpower, to increase maturity, to remove the unnecessary complexities. In our training program, Tapasya, we teach these how the market tests your patience. Remember, any tapas is not complete until the God manifests in front of us. Same with swing breakout strategies. The long wait process will fetch you big rewards only if you hold your tapas until the breakout is succeeded. Finally, the abhyasa phase. In abhyasa, we will do a full round recap of all levels 1 through 5. We will also talk about how to pick the right stocks, how to identify the sectors from which these stocks need to be picked, and we will also go through a full round of hands-on practice to master the art of charting. Most of the members in our Telegram channel have witnessed our amazing returns in the past 18 months. We started our market journey directly jumping into the fire. The infamous F&O, futures and options, and lost anything and everything that I had as savings and additional leverages that I took to cover those losses. When I stepped into 2023, I had a realized loss of 7.42 lakhs in future and options, the money that's long gone. And further to it, I had an unrealized loss of 6.5 lakhs in equities. With a strong determination to find my own way out, I started questioning everything I saw, I heard, and backtesting every trade that I took, and finally ended up discovering the 11-0 strategy, the 11-0 strategy. The strategy which is not based on fundamentals, the strategy which does not go behind intraday or run behind future and options, assuming it's going to be the fastest way to generate wealth, right? This strategy is what that gave me 11x returns in 18 months. Yes, you heard it right. From a negative 7.42 lakhs, my portfolio grew to positive 74.2 lakhs. It grew amid so many trial and errors, many pitfalls. But this ideology was one that brought us to success. And this is exactly what we are going to discuss in this entire training journey. Thank you for being part of it. And now we will have a very quick overview of what is a securities market, what is a stock market, what is a share market. Everything means same. When a company is having shares, it lists those shares in two different markets. One is a primary market, which deals with the sale of newly issued securities, which is nothing but shares, where the issuer directly sells the share to the investors. There is no intermediary here. The company sells their own shares to the interested parties. In the secondary market, the existing shares are traded among various investors. And this is where the SEBI, which is the Securities Exchange Board of India, the NSE, National Stock Exchange, the BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange, they all come into play. The various shareholders trade our shares that they have between each other through brokers, through NSE, and through BSE. So this is a very quick overview for those who are completely new to the investment journey. Next, we will have a quick overview of derivatives market. The famous future and options, which burnt me down to my soul, is part of this derivatives market. We are not going to teach derivatives market. We're not going to recommend you to get into this, but this is just going to be a very quick overview of what it means. So derivative markets is a financial marketplace where the financial instruments such as options and futures are traded. There are four participants in derivative markets: the hedgers, the speculators, the arbitrageurs, and the margin traders. Now, people who are dealing with derivative markets, most of us will be aware of futures and options only. Why? Because only these two are traded in the secondary market. The forwards and swaps, they are done in the private markets, the primary market, I mean, on the over-the-counter derivatives. It's called OTCs. When you talk about advantages, people assume that future and options is the fastest way to make money.